Good day, children. I am Mrs. Vanessa. How are you feeling today? Would you like to learn something new in English? So, today I'm going to present a lesson in Standard 8 in English grammar called gerunds. So, let's get started. Before starting my lesson, I want you to look at these words. Let's read it together. Reading, eating, speaking, sleeping, playing, jogging, writing, jumping, swimming, fishing. Now, what is common in these words? These are all verbs. All have ing in the end. They are all present participle form of verb. Children, do not think we have to learn verbs today, but instead we will study about gerunds, which is also used as a noun. So today's lesson is a gerund. So what is a gerund? A gerund is a form of verb with ing at the end, that is present participle form, but it functions as a noun. So we can say gerunds look like a verb, acts like a noun. Let me give you some examples. Let's look at this picture. Here in this picture, the boy is eating in the class. So, in the first example, the word eating is used as an action. So, it is a verb here. But how to use the same word eating as a gerund? So, let's look at another example. Eating in the class is not allowed. Eating here is a gerund. Why? Because eating is not happening over here. We are not talking about the action eating, but the action of eating is not going on. So, the word eating is the subject of the sentence which is working as a noun. Let me give you some more example. Let's see another picture. In this picture, the man is jogging, or we can say he is jogging in the morning. In this first sentence, the word jogging is used as a verb because the action is going on. But in the second and third example, the word jogging is not used as a verb. Let's read it first. The second example is jogging is one of my favorite exercise. Example 3, I love jogging. In both the sentences, the word jogging is the name of the action, or we can say name of the activity, but the activity or action itself is not going on. So jogging is a gerund, not a verb. So, in simple way, we can say the gerund looks like a verb and acts like a noun, and nouns are naming words. How to form a gerund? To form a gerund, use the base form plus ing. For example, base forms of verbs are work, play, improve. By adding ing to the base form of the verb, it becomes gerund. Like work plus ing becomes working. Play plus ing becomes playing. Improve plus ing becomes improving. So this is how gerunds are formed by adding ing to the base form. Children, let's practice what we have learned. So look at these sentences and find the gerund in each sentence. Remember, The gerund acts like a noun. Okay? So take a few moments to read each sentence and find the gerunds. So let's check your answers. I absolutely love singing. Which is the gerund? Singing. Statement 2. But performing in public makes me really nervous. The word performing is a gerund. I am looking forward to going to my music class next week. The word going is a gerund. In the last sentence, there is a word looking. Looking is a verb. It is not a gerund because I am looking is a present continuous tense. Okay? So far, we have learned generally what the gerund is and how to make the gerunds. So here the next question is when and how to use gerunds. The function of gerunds just like nouns. Gerunds can be used in many different situations. They can be used as the subject of a sentence, as the object of the sentence. They can be used after preposition. They can be used with fixed expressions. So let's understand each of them in detail with examples. The first function is the subject. Okay, you might have a question in your mind that what is subject? Subject is something that is being discussed. For example, volunteering is a great way to give back to your community. Volunteering is the subject of the sentence. Second example is eating fruits and vegetables is important for a healthy diet. Example 3. Traveling might satisfy your desire for new experiences. So, volunteering, eating and traveling. These are gerunds which shows it is used as the subject of a sentence. You can see the gerund as the object of a sentence. Now there are very common verbs that takes gerunds as the object, as you can see on your screen, like, love, enjoy, prefer, dislike, avoid. All of these verbs can be followed by the gerunds. Let's read the examples. I really like cooking, but my mother is much better cook than me. Second example, she really enjoys taking pictures of sunsets. I prefer buying meat from my local butcher. So, in all these sentences, the gerunds are used as the object of a sentence. We also use the gerunds after preposition. Prepositions are of, at, in, beside, under. Let's read the examples. She walked out of the room without saying a word. Besides swimming, we didn't do much. I am thinking of quitting my job. These are the examples which shows gerunds are used after prepositions. There are some really common expressions that are followed by gerunds. Really, you need to memorize these one, like can't help, can't stand, it's no use, to be worth. In the first example, the first sentence, like can't help. I can't help being a perfectionist. Example 3. Can't stand. I can't stand working with people who always show up late. Third example. It's no use leaving a message. She never calls back anyway. Fourth example. To be worth. It's not worth sending so much money. These are all really very common expressions that are followed by a gerunds. Let's practice what we have learned in this lesson. Find the gerunds in each of the sentences and identify whether it is used as a subject, as an object, after the preposition, or with an expression. I am giving you few moments to read it and do this exercise. Let's check your answers. Your first statement is, it's no use avoiding him. Avoiding is a gerund used as a common expression. It is no use is a common expression. So, avoiding is a gerund used as a common expression. Second example, do you feel like watching a horror movie or a comedy film? Which is a gerund. Watching. Watching is a gerund used as an object. Not realizing that one of my kids is sick is one of my biggest fears. Realizing. Realizing is a gerund used as a subject. In spite of being injured, she still managed to finish the marathon. Being is a gerund used after a preposition. In spite of is a prepositional phrase. I hope you understood today's lesson. Your home task is identify the gerunds and write their functions, how it is used. You have to find out the gerunds and write whether they are used as a subject, as an object, after the preposition, or with an expressions. Okay, so I will read the sentences one by one. And apologized for being late. Number 2, I can't help being a perfectionist. Number 3, I love skydiving. Number 4, I avoid buying things wrapped in plastic. Number 5, I can't stand being told off. Number 6, making mistakes is a part of learning. Number 7, never be scared of making mistakes. Number 8, Max is thinking about starting a business. Number 9, choosing a candidate takes time. Number 10, sailing around the world is an adventure. Children, do all your homework given to you from the first topic till the present one in your school copy. Marks will be given to you on the basis of your homework. May God bless you. Thanks for watching.